Welcome back to my channel. I am Fogarty, and you are the friends, Fogarty and Friends. As I always say, that is never going to get old. Well, at least not get old to me. You guys, though, my friends, guess what? We just did a really great haul. And yes, I'm all sweaty because we know I'm in a 10 by 15 box of wood in this storage unit in Michigan. And it is just crazy hot out there. But you know what? I got this. But our haul, I'm not entirely sure how many items we got. We're going to have to count them as we go, which I probably will forget to do that and then tell you afterwards I forgot to count, and like we do every video. But yeah. And the coolest thing is too, after we got back here with our haul, as I was walking up to the storage unit to the office, I found $1 on the ground, and I was like, "Sweet, $1! I'm gonna turn that into $20." So there's a yard sale that was also right on the corner, so I decided to take that $1 down to the yard sale, and then they had this hanging up. It is a Columbia, like, furry little jacket with some inside pocket, outside pocket. So we took that $1 and I added $1. They wanted $2 from it. It's really about the only thing that I seen that I would actually pay $1 or $2 for, because you know me, I'm a fill bag guy. There was lots of stuff there, but like all the pants were like $3 and the shirts like $2 and stuff like that, and that's just not my style. But I wanted to turn that $1 into $20, and or at least $10, and I'm pretty sure with the help of my $1 that I put in, this was a pretty good $2 find, and maybe not anytime soon, but definitely I was certain it'll sell for 20 bucks. So it was a great, what I consider a half free investment. There was other things there I could have just maybe got for $1, but this is something that I figured would probably sell on Poshmark pretty quickly. A lot of the Columbia stuff sells on Poshmark pretty quickly. I gotta remember to charge this microphone too after we use it this time, because I'm not sure how long these last. So if it does go blank, during the video, I'll still be showing you clothing, so you can just kind of fast forward and look through and see if you see anything that you might want, and all the other stuff that I showed you guys yesterday, or at least on the last video, which was yesterday. I still have to bring that down, but like my vehicle's broke. Well, actually, it's gone now because it broke. So I had to carry everything on foot, and I had to walk probably like a mile and a half, maybe, with 2 huge trash bags, just literally full of women's shirts. These are all women's shirts. Um, so, and when I mean full, those trash bags were full. So yeah, we're gonna be doing all women's shirts today. I got lots of shorts. There was more shorts there, but I feel like I got lots of shorts. I'm starting to get low on shirts. We've been going through a lot of tops. So start off, we have a XXL 9 West. It's a neat little pattern. Let me get this laid out. So we need a 9 West on there. That's pretty. I never even heard of it, or maybe I have. Maybe I've sold something with that brand. I guess I really don't know if I have or not. Trying to make these go a little quick so we don't have like hour-long videos. Next up, we got Venezia jeans. Venezia jeans. It's an 1820. So, all right. Then we got, what is this one? Oh goodness, this is Rewind. This is an extra large. Rewind extra large. That help you see a little bit better. Then we have, there's a lot of them here. And we got some starting from like extra, extra small all the way to extra, extra large. So there's a little bit of everything. This is a LuLaRoe size large. LuLaRoe size large. But yeah, as I was saying though, so I had to walk with all the clothing from the thrift store to the storage unit, which is maybe a mile. It would definitely ain't no mile and a half. I would say a mile. Now that I actually walk on the treadmill, run the treadmill every day, and now that I know pretty much how long a mile is, I don't think it's a mile, but it's close. But nonetheless, I would definitely say it was a fun walk, all uphill, super cool. And I didn't have enough hand space, and everything was all pretty heavy. And you'll see as we go through all this, to carry the rest of the stuff that we got yesterday that I still wanted to take photos of today. I'll probably just take photos of something in here today with this new stuff. This is a No Boundaries, size extra large. Got some pretty neat print. These are some really great summer tops. So yeah, I definitely got to get, excuse me, I definitely got to get all these listed, soon. This is in Eureka, size XL. I think we have a blue and a pink one in the same brand, actually. I feel like I remember that. A black one. Like the same texture. But I thought it was the same brand. Anyways, and then we got this called Jock's Girlfriend New York. This is an extra large. And some of these might be like really good brands. Who knows? I have no idea. Lucky for you, you can just make me an offer so it don't matter. Oh, I thought that was a stain. I was going to be sad because that looks really cool. I looked them over. I had a few minutes this time to actually look stuff over. So, okay, it's just a lighting. So I don't think anything should have anything that I have to, dispose of because I didn't see it very well this time. This one is International Concepts, and it is an extra large. International Concepts, extra large. I got some really neat pattern. It's got zipper. Are they pockets? No, it's just for looks. It's got some zipper accents on the shoulders. And again, that's a size extra large. They were all separated when I was shopping for them. I started on one rack and then went to the next rack. You know how it goes. And I had them all in order, but then when the ladies were putting them in the bag, they just threw them in there, which is totally cool. And then I just dumped them out, so I didn't help at all. And next up, we got Susan Grabber, size 1X. I don't know. I thought that was a neat little pattern, and it's pretty heavy. Really heavy shirt. Then we have a Nike Golf Dry Fit. It says, feed greatness. And that's black. That's a size large. We have a Ridas by Lee 3X. It's kind of like loose fit, maybe. Or I don't know. Maybe that's what a 3X is supposed to fit. I don't know. I would swim in it. I could live in that shirt. We have a size large. I don't know what the brand is. I'm not seeing a brand, but it is a size large with this really neat pattern on it. Really neat floral pattern. Like I told you guys, there's just lots of floral stuff in this town. So it seems like it's a good score, I hope. Next up, we got Splendid size large. Splendid size large. It's got like some leopard print, some animal print on it. Those seem to sell pretty quickly. Anything that I find with animal print seems to get rid of pretty quickly. That's why I picked this one up too. It's like beige kind of color or light pink. It's BTFBM, whatever that means. and it's like got that same type of little print on it. It's very light, very, very soft. And that's a size large. We got a couple plain shirts as well. Well, they're not plain, they just look plain. Remember I told you some people don't really like flowers, but when you can't really see them, but they're there. So that's like a floral shirt, but also kind of like a plain shirt as well. You know, just a solid purple, but it's got like the floral stuff on it. That's a Notations. That is size large. Notation size large. I'm just noticing. Oh, that sucks. Noticing a little snag there, so maybe that's gonna be a no-go. I don't know. Somebody might want it, but not really sure. It just depends if it's a good brand or not. If I'll still put it up there. If it's your everyday brand and it has that snag, chances are nobody will want it. Then we got this size large. It's not branded, but it's just really bright, really vibrant. You know, perfect for the summertime weather. And that is great. Let's move this light a little bit. All right. So that's perfect for the summertime weather. Oh, I see what happened. Our light decided it wanted to not cooperate. All right, let's try that. There we go. That's a little bit better. All right. There. Now I can see the brightness. And that was a size large. And I have no idea what brand that is. Then we have an Anna. Size large. It's a button down or button up or whatever. Nice little colors on that. I should really set up a laptop. I could set up a laptop right here, or even another phone, really, to make it easier. And I could run a whatnot auction. All right, we got this. We're starting at $1. $1. We'll be starting this at $1. All right, that'd be so fun. I would like to do that someday. But the only thing is I get off sidetrack, as y'all have noticed. And sometimes when I start and was doing those auctions, I would just get so sidetracked. This is St. John's Bay, size large. St. John's Bay, size large. It is a teal. It's got your tie neck. You can tie it up with a neck with a little pretty bow. And that's a size large. And like I said, we only paid $16 for all these. And in my opinion, you know, there's been a lot of nice shirts so far. And we're just getting dipped into the pile. We're probably maybe a fourth of the way through. Maybe. Then we have a Swing by Betty and Court. Or, yeah, I think that's what it is. And it's breathable. I believe it's for golf. Snaps up here, so it's like a Henny golf shirt. Henley. I'm learning. Wait, no, maybe that's no, because it has a collar. So it's just like a sleeveless polo. When it doesn't have a collar, it's a Henley. Yeah, if I remember correctly. I'm learning. Okay, I'm actually trying to learn. I tell you guys, I don't need to because of AI. I don't need to, but I decided I wanted to learn a little bit intentionally, not just as I go. Because then if people ask me about something, at least I can kind of tell them without having to pull out my phone. And this is Fashion Bug, and it's bedazzled. It's got that pretty bedazzle on there. Look at that. Look at that. All right, and that is a size 1X. Let's see, this other one. Oh, yeah, that Swing, the pink Swing before that, that was a size large. Then we found this Airwalk. I was surprised to see an Airwalk. I feel like that's old. But this is an Airwalk size large. I don't know. I don't know if that's a ladies or not. Might be. But it's a really nice Airwalk button down. And it probably is a ladies because of the side of the buttons. I think the buttons. I don't know. But AI will tell me. And that was Airwalk. So if you remember I don't know if Airwalks is still a brand. Is Airwalk still a brand? I think Airwalks might still be a brand. I gotta fix that camera a little bit. Sorry, guys. But yeah, I think Airwalks is still a brand, or maybe not. I don't know. I should know. Should I know? I don't know. Then we got another Lulo LuLaRoe. Okay, it is. I've been saying LuLaRoe. LuLaRoe. And that's a size large. Why are these larges so big? Like, is that just how this brand works? It's just like meant to be like fluffy or something? Does this brand make you fluffy? Okay. Hey, remember, like, subscribe, follow, share, hit that hype button. Let's get this community rolling. Listen, I can do this every day. No, I really can. It's fun to me. I actually had to prepare for this because I realized that, like, there's 24 hours in a day. And if you really want to be like a YouTube content creator, you actually have to create content. And that takes time, And what I mean by also takes time is like I had to go out and find the stuff, which mine's hauls and reselling and stuff like that. So for my content as well, I also have to go out shopping. And I was like, you know what? This actually adds to my everyday thing. It'd be really neat if throughout time I could create some passive income through YouTube, through like, people that make money off that stuff. I think it'd be really great, I'm a full-time single father, so like every little extra would help. So I think that'd be really, really cool. This is an extra large. It's called the Sweatshirt Project. More than a sweatshirt, and it feels really nice. It has this really nice knit or crochet, and it's a hooded. So this stuff I will be getting on this week. I think I got enough between yesterday and today to get me through the week. However, I might go back Tuesday. It just depends. It just depends. I might. Yeah, I might. I know next time I'm making sure the bike's charged. That's for sure. Because I got an electric bike, and it makes it so much easier when you can just put the stuff on the electric bike and then even walk it, even if you're not riding it. At least put all the weight on the bike and then just slowly. But I don't know. I got up. I rushed to get down there in time and didn't think about anything. And then I didn't get home from the gym last night till like 2:30 in the morning. So like I needed to go to bed at 3 so I could get up at 9. Because I switched my schedule a little bit. Instead of doing like midnight to 6, I decided to do 3 to 9 because Jasmine can just sleep at, grandma's while I go to the gym. We're that close, or she usually just stays awake till I get home from the gym. But then I can still do everything I got to do with my eBay and stuff during the day and all my other reselling stuff, all my thrifting, my YouTube journey, my dad's stuff. School's about to start, so I'm going to have to be, present regardless from 9 to 3 as a learning coach. So I figured if I get right up when it's time for her to do school, and then I can go to the gym at night when everything's done, homework's done, everything's done, and then spend. I like to get there. My new thing is get there about 9 o'clock, and then, or at least leave home by 9. Maybe get there by 9:10, and get a good 3-4 hour workout. And I like to do a good 3-4 hour workout every day. And that doesn't mean just sitting in the gym for 3-4 hours on my phone. I mean, I like to walk 5K at 3 miles an hour to get my blood going. And I already ride a bike 3.4 miles just to get to the gym. So that kind of gets my blood going too, but still got to do my stretches. It takes like, 20 minutes to do stretches, you get them really good, just actually, and then toes touching and, you're really going to work out right. So between stretching and cardio and lifting, and then I added a couple machines that I really like, the rowing machine and stuff. I like to row like 2,000 meters. That takes time. So, 4 hours might seem like a lot, but I realized, at least for me, when I'm keeping busy, 4 hours in the gym sometimes doesn't even seem like enough time to get like all those machines in and stuff, And, I see a lot of people come in and leave when I'm there for my 4 hours. And it's cool, but I just see a lot of people on their phones. It's like, you do your thing, but why pay for a gym membership if you're just going to come there to use your phone and do your thing, whatever. Like, and then we got, this is a chaps, size large, pineapple. pineapple print. Pretty neat. Next up, we have, I'm trying not to get sidetracked on talking about stuff, you guys, so that way, my super cool friends, that way we're not sitting here for an hour, but we're probably going to be sitting here for like a half hour. Maybe not, maybe if I hurry up. This is called 41 Hawthorne, size large. It has cute little print on it. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty detailed print. Yeah. It's white. Again, I don't like selling white stuff. But I also noticed that at this place I go when I get shirts, not very often is it anything on the women's clothes. It's the men's clothes I find stuff on, because apparently us dudes are sloppy. We're so messy. No, it makes me laugh because I don't know if you're a fan of like Adam Sandler, but that movie, gosh, the movie where Billy Madison, where they're in the lunchroom and she's serving the sloppy joes. I know you like them sloppy. When I said sloppy, that's what it made me think of. And this is a Ashworth size large. I've had good luck selling Ashworth clothes for men. I don't think I've ever attempted for women, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. And I started up again making my little shorts, about 7 seconds, with just items and put them on platforms. I had to find time to do that. But not only just that, but I was curious if me spending all that time was actually making a difference. So I took a couple weeks off of making the little shorts with just where it's just like a picture of the item and that's pretty much it, and then links to all the stores, because I wasn't sure if I was really seeing any organic, sales or not. But after not doing it for a couple of weeks, I feel like I get the same amount of sales on every platform except for eBay. But I was only leaving a link for eBay. So now I've been posting them and I have all the links for all 6 different platforms. And I'm going to start doing that. This is a W5 size medium. I don't even know what W5 means. It's yellow and like white striped. But the tag has like golden little sparkles on it. So I thought, ooh, that looks fancy. My power machine's down to 20%. But you know what? It puts on these full lights. What? I think the past couple videos I've made, heck, I think this has actually been in here since last weekend. I think I charged it last weekend and I've been using it all week long, really. We have a Kokomo size small tank top or vest, or the golden floral stuff. It sparkles. It's looks really nice. It's heavy. Well, I wouldn't say it's super, super heavy, but it's not super, super light either. And we might have hit the halfway mark, maybe. Wow, I can't believe I actually found that many stuff for 16 bucks. Because I think each one, I don't know. Honestly, I don't think they added up right the more I think about it, because I spent $16 and each one of these were supposed to be 25 cents today. And I spent 16 bucks, which I didn't know what I was going to spend. I just was throwing them all up in a cart and then whatever. I figured, hey, might come to 30, 40 bucks. That was my mission, whatever. I figured I'll spend 30, 40 bucks with 25 cents. But I feel like, and I could be wrong, but 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3. All right, maybe it did work out like that. I'd have to really count them, do the math. But I feel like there's more clothing than what $16 worth of quarters would be. Well, what would that? It'd be 40 quarters for $10, and then 6 times 4 is 24. So that would be 64 items at $16 if and you know what? And I would say it definitely looks like there's 64 items here, or more. I doubt there'd be any less, and I would be still great. There could be 50 items, and I would still be happy with the same price. Um, and there's been some of these things in here that I do know and have sold that I am certain that people won't even make an offer on. They'll just pay the $14.96. And the people do that sometimes. They just pay $14.96 instead of making an offer, and I don't know why. My guess is because it's worth more than that. I don't know. I just, like I said, if eBay or if Gemini tells me something's worth more than the $14.96, I'll still put it for $14.96. And for the most part, nothing that I've been selling so far has been any less. Usually $14.36, they'll say, or maybe $13.99. But I always offer a 20% coupon. So even if it does say something's worth like $12.90, in between $12 and $14, I still just put it for $14.96 because I always have the 20% coupon going no matter what. So you're already getting 20% off $14.96. And then you can also just make an offer. So it's like, and if you're a previous shopper, I've already sent you a 30% coupon, so you can just come back and get 30% off. And then I think if you bundle stuff up on different websites, then now eBay prices are different. You go to Vinted, it's not the same. The price I have on eBay is not the same for the one on Vinted. The one on Vinted might be for like $7. The one on eBay is going to be $14.96. But that's just how it works. I don't know why. If you put stuff for any cheaper than that, people just won't buy it. They'll make offers for cheaper, but I've learned $14.96 is a good strong point for someone to see value in something and be willing to make an offer or use the coupon. Anything cheaper, it's like, oh, well, what's wrong with it? Is there something? Does it smell? I don't know what people think, but I try to get better deals because I know I can. But the stuff just doesn't sell if I put it at like $9.99 or something like that. It just so $14.96. And I remember when I first started selling, I remember there was a guy that sold stuff, and I remember him saying that he just sells all this stuff. He would buy thousands in bulk, and he would just put everything at $14.99. He'd just put everything at $14.99, and then he'd have flat rate shipping at like $9.99, I think he said. And people would roughly pay about $25 for every one of his items. And he would just do free shipping, which I see now why, now that I've learned. Some of those items you make $5 or $6 off the shipping alone if you're just planning on the customer giving you $9.99 for it within your price. Like, you can make a lot of money off from shipping. It's weird. I don't get it. So yeah, this is a size small Wrangler shirt. It's like a tank top, and it's got this really cool. Reminds me of like a tablecloth, like one of Grandma's tablecloths. We then have, let's see, next up we got, I think there was 2 or 3 like long sleeve shirts I got, but only because of the brand. This is a Fashion Bug 2X, and it's sometimes I get distracted. I just start thinking. If you're new to the channel, I got really bad ADHD, and my psychiatrist said that I should take the medication, but I don't like it. I like raw dogging life, okay? Maybe a little caffeine from like, some black instant coffee, but rather than that, I don't like any pop, no caffeine. Even I like water that might have some instant coffee in it. Milk with my fruit smoothie. Rather than that, yeah, I don't like anything. I don't take no over the counter medication. I don't take no under the counter medications. I'm not on any prescriptions. I eat once a day. I fast 23 hours a day. I have a great diet and go to the gym for 4 hours a day. Like, I don't get sick. And I'm trying to keep it that way. All right. And I just know that if I was to take those ADHD meds and stuff like that, like, that's just not what I want in my body. I took Adderall for a whole year, just like they said I should. They said it takes a year to really know if it's going to work. And you want to know what? I can't remember that year. I don't know what happened. Like, I know that sounds like, yeah, right, but I'm serious. Being on that medication, everything was so slow that, like, it went by so slow, it was just impossible to take in any memories, I guess. I don't know. But I know just the one thing I can remember is if when I was on the medication, everything was so slow. I felt like a zombie. But when I try to remember good times, or like try to remember what I did on an important day, it's like, gosh, what the heck did I do? Never had that problem. Every other year, I remember everything. But for some reason, the one year that I was dosed up on 40 milligrams of Adderall, you know, can't seem to have any memories. Huh, imagine that. So I'm like, you know what, I'm good. I would rather be a fast talker and a hyper guy and someone that's profusely sweating all the time because he's always running around and full of energy and smiling and being willing to do whatever I have to do to help people because I have all the energy in the world. Like, I wake up like this. Dudes, friends, I've had no caffeine. And plus, I don't even drink caffeine until like 2 hours into my day anyways. So that way all the sleep's gone. Because like when you first wake up, you still got like leftover melatonin in your body, you know what I mean? So like that's why sometimes you still feel drowsy and stuff like that. So you give yourself 2 hours. It takes about 2 hours to wake up, then have your coffee. Because you ever notice, like, you have your coffee when you first wake up, it gets you good, but then you get that crash. And well, you get that crash because that caffeine blocks your intake receptors for like to get rid of, or something to do with that melatonin. I was listening to this podcast, The Brain Scientist, and if you just wait 2 hours, it'll pretty much clear out, then have your caffeine, and you don't have to worry about that crash. So I started waiting 2 hours before I have any caffeine, but I realized within that 2 hours, I just wake up to my normal hyper self, and there's just really no need for caffeine. So lately, I haven't even been rocking caffeine because what instant coffee does do for me, though, is like it will calm me down. Like if I really needed to focus or needed to be a little calm or just wanted to go to sleep right now, if I drank some instant coffee, I promise you I would want to sleep. It's so weird, but I love the taste of black coffee, and really, I like that. It comes, you can get it like the Dollar General, or you can get it anywhere really, like Bustelo or something like that. It's like a glass jar with yellow and red writing. I think it's like Bustelo or espresso. I don't know. It's just comes in a jar. You can get it at Walmart. You can get it probably anywhere. But I like that. I just like that taste. It's so good. Next up, I think it's another Lularoe. No, this is a Dirk Hart 2X, Dirk Hart 2X. But look at the pattern on that. That pattern is like really, really cool. Super cool pattern. Gosh, I keep getting sidetracked and talking about a million different things. And we're here to talk about clothes. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Trek gear. This is Dry Tech Trek gear. I figured, hey, you know what? I like to run. People like to run. This would probably be a really good shirt to wear at the gym. Someone will probably snag that up. Awesome, awesome. Next up, and that was a size small. That Tech Deer is a size small. Then we got the Buy and Buy. Remember the other day I told you guys I found a Buy and Buy. I never, no, I think it's right up here actually. It's this one right here. This was a Buy and Buy. Never did that before, but then I seen this. It's like, you know what? So far that's 2 for 2 for a neat type of design. The other one was like a double shirt. It's a size large. It's got these beads. It's all, so yeah, that's pretty cool. If somebody's into that style, maybe more of like the it's like a, I don't know. I don't want to put any style, but I feel like you like if you wore something like that, you might like beaded earrings and stuff, and we might have some beaded earrings to go with that. Actually, I know I do. I should get enlisted. You could build yourself an outfit. You know what? It's crazy though to think about is that I own a lot of clothes that are soon to be your clothes, and then we just have a plain purple Eddie Bauer shirt. I found one the other day. It was just plain and red, but it had like a little ruffle here. It sold in a couple hours, so I was like, okay, let's see if that same person will buy this one. Maybe. What is this? Well, maybe not. It appears we have a little mark on there. If I'm going to wash it, but it's look like a little bleach stain. So I don't think it's going to do. I mean, someone could still wear it to work. But if anything, I'll probably just let Jasmine play in it then. She likes to play in oversized shirts. Next up, we got a US Polo sleepwear, size small. Didn't know it was a sleepwear, so yeah. Might just let Jasmine have this one too. Maybe not. Someone probably buy it. We'll see what it's worth. Don't really sell sleepwear, so it may be worth something. If it's worth something, we'll sell it. If it's not really worth anything, we'll probably just give it to Jasmine. Then, like I told you guys, I've been picking up anything that's Talbots. Or Talbots, I don't know. Nothing too special. It has a little bit of pattern on there. It's got that tablecloth. No, what does it call it? Dolly? It reminds me of those like little white things that you used to set stuff on back in the day. Or maybe people still do. I don't know. I don't know if a dolly is the right thing for it, but like also looks like a snowflake, and that's a size small. Then we have another Wrangler shirt. This one is 3X. So Wrangler 3X. That's nice. That'll probably sell quickly. Wrangler stuff seems to sell quickly. All right, we're getting down there. We still have a huge pile to go. Next up, we have a Banana Republic. I think that's one that I might list today. They'll go quickly. We got Banana Republic. I should be setting the ones that like I actually want to list aside. Like I want to list that one today. I'm going to list this Wrangler one today. What is that? I don't know what that is. We'll probably do the Talbots today. Next up, we have I don't know if there's a brand on there. Okay, yeah, there is. It is Altered State, and it's almost like a crochet. I don't know. I don't really know what. Definitely not. Maybe a crochet. I don't know. It looks like this. I don't know my stuff. I will figure it out when eBay or when Gemini tells me. I'm probably gonna list that too because that seems to be pretty cool looking. We also have vintage DCC size large. Probably list that one today as well. I feel like that'll go quickly on Vinted. I want to list everything today as well. That's a size large. If I don't hurry up, I'm going to run out of light, and I'm not going to be able to list nothing until I go charge. Then we have an ALYX, so maybe Alex, size large. Might list that one today too. I'm going to list some things that I've never listed before. That's going to be in a size large. It's been a while since I've did a women's shirts haul. I've been doing shorts and capris now for most of summer. Then we got Universal Threads. It's a pretty neat, and that's a size medium. Universal Threads size medium. Yeah, and you can see at this thrift store what they do is they will put these tags on them, and then I just stick them there. You can kind of see some of them. I'm just making a big tape wall. Eventually, it's going to be really thick, and then I'll use it for something. I don't know what. I'll use it for a paperweight. I don't think I'm going to list that one. Next up, we have... Oh, goodness. What is this? It's J&M Studio by John Mayer. Let's see if that mic's still on. Mic's still on? All right, our mic is still on. So we are still doing good. We got JM Studio. It's very, very soft. I might list this one as well. Size medium. I've never listed this brand before. So I think I'm going to check this one out and see what happens. This is a size medium. It's really pretty. I don't wear the stuff. I'm a dude, not my thing. But it would look pretty on the right person. It'd probably look pretty on the wrong person. Who am I to know? This is Breckenridge Petite PM, and I thought that was pretty neat. Those little bedazzle things up there. We might list this one too. I don't know if I ever did Breckenridge. I'm a little curious. What do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I like to list 10 a day. So next up, we have an Old Navy. I don't really know, off the shoulder type of shirt. It's got a cool little texture on there. These little things. So that's pretty cool. Oh goodness, that make me laugh. And let's see, what do we have here? Yeah, I got a lot of these light shirts. This is called East 5th. This is a PXL for you petite ladies out there. All right, petite XL, East and 5th. We're gonna I like how that looks. We're gonna get that one today as well. And let's see, what's gonna be our last one we get today? We'll stick with our theme of color. What do we got here? This is nice and heavy. This is another East 1946 size medium, like tank top, or maybe it's like a dress, probably like a tank top type thing. But look at the pattern on there. Look at the print, or whatever. Yeah, look at the print. And that is awesome. Like, that is super cool. And that's going to be our 10 items that we list. You know, well, I guess I'll probably make a quick short. I usually do. Look what we're going to list today. Then we have a size. Oh, I got to hurry. It's almost an hour. Ronnie Nicole, size medium. Ronnie Nicole, size medium. Never heard of that. We have an Express, size medium. With that animal print on there again. That'll go pretty quickly. Express, size medium. Then this one is another Talbots, which then I know that'll go really fast as well. Or Talbots. I think I say it wrong every time. Not entirely sure. All right. And then we probably only got like 20 more left. Hang in there. Remember, like, subscribe, follow, tell your mom, tell your dad, tell them all. Tech Gear by Dry Tech, just another medium one. They got a cool little logo in the back. So, and that's a size medium. That's purple. We have, goodness, what is this? This is a One World size medium. It's plain in the front, but it's got that really neat sleeve. I thought somebody would enjoy that. So, One World size medium. And my guess is at one point in time, you know, when someone bought these brand new, some of these probably weren't cheap. So I hope some of you out there can get something you might have always wanted for a decent price. We got Sandwich Aisle. All right, Sandwich Aisle. Pretty cool. Very soft. Size medium. All right, that's a size medium. Nice. Then we have a Faded Glory, size large, 12-14. So Faded Glory, size 12-14, large. We have a Classic Fashion Collection, size medium. I grabbed that because it was like colored block and still stripe as well. I thought that was pretty cool. It's really soft. You can probably hear that power box. Then we have. All right, how do we find this? Okay, really? Hold on, bear with me. Okay, so it does go like that. So this is a Beware, size medium. It's really cute. One of you ladies will look cute in that. Okay. And then we have, oh yeah, I thought these patterns are pretty neat. It's the GH Basco, size medium. It's a black with these cool little circle, maybe little stars or snowflakes, maybe. And we got Jones Studio, size medium. So Jones Studio, size medium. All right. We have Charter Club, size medium. Nice ruffle sleeve. Charter Club, size medium. Then we have a small, size 4/6 real tree. Small size, got the V-neck on there. We have a size small Mackie Beach, Hawaii. So I think this shirt came from Hawaii. And that's a size small. All right, we're getting closer. We also have another one of those, or no, this is Greg Norman, I think it is. Size XL. It's white. I did not see anything on it, so I'm going to try to keep it that way. Okay. We have an Old Navy with more of the animal print on there, the leopard print. And that's going to be a size large. Let's see. We got this little hot top. There is no brand on it. It is a size small. Oh, yes, there is. It's Selena Sky. So we got Selena Sky, size small. That'll probably sell quick. Selena Sky, size small. We got, what was this? We got a mud shirt, size large. It's got some unicorns on there. Size large. Not really super big into print shirts like that, but mud sells pretty good. Then we got a Worthington. Worthington seems to sell pretty good as well, and that's a really neat design. That's a size medium. We have up next, we got Maurice's, more Maurice's. Maurice's size large. So that'll probably sell on Vinted really quick. I think there's a buyer that keeps buying all my Maurice's stuff. I only say I think because I don't really look at names. But every time I sell it, it goes quickly. So I'm going to just hope it's one person. Then we got App 9, size large, which is a really nice floral print. You can see all that. You know, it's very vibrant, the blue and the yellow and the green. And that's App 9, size large. Okay, then we have Spence Woman, size 1X. Spence Woman, size 1X. Have no idea what brand that is. It makes me want to list it today because I'm that curious. We're down to our final 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Our final 7 shirts. Then we have, this is a Tommy Hilfiger, which that'll probably pay for the bag alone. Pay for the haul alone, I mean. Tommy Hilfiger is a size XL. Then we have, and if you have made it this far, thank you so much. I mean that. I appreciate you so much. World Unity, size medium, and then it's got the cool little bedazzle. You can kind of see them in the light a little bit. Little sparkle gemstones, but bead gem things, whatever. Rhinestones is what I meant to say. And that's World Utility. And next up, we got JM Collection Woman, which I think we just had one of these. It's got a really great print on it, or I call it print. I don't know. I'm just gonna call everything print, but it's pictures or patterns or whatever you want to say. And that is going to be a size 2X, very, very soft. And what's cool is in my store, I don't have two of the same item that I am aware of. Possibly some No Boundaries women's size 15 shorts. Yeah, maybe some Wrangler men's, same size but different cuts. But for the most part, gosh, and I'm picturing everything too. For the most part, I believe that's it. So everything else is, so when you see something, just know that like 99.9% sure just know it's not gonna have a double. Like it's the only one that's there. This is an A buyer size medium who needs a buyer, so come and get it. And I'm serious, that's the name of it too, A buyer. And that's a size medium. Never sold that brand. It has a belt on the waist. We have Cato, which sold lots of Cato stuff. Size medium. Cato size medium. And we have Tantrums. Tantrum size large. I believe that's what it says. If you buy it, you can read it to me. Tantrums size large. Really crazy print on there. Anybody that does wear print stuff like this, like, you gotta be cool in my eyes. And if you don't wear it, you are just as cool. I just like really cool, catchy patterns or prints and colors all together. I think it's just, I love the vibrant stuff. And then we got another Eddie Bauer. I told you guys I thought I picked up one more. Just another plain size small Eddie Bauer. What the heck? Oh, you know what? It's scratching right off. So it probably wasn't bleach. It must have just been something. The other one had the same thing, but yeah, and that's a size small. And yeah, that was our haul. And we paid $16 for all of that. Oh yeah. Let's make sure this is still working. And we are still good. But remember, I am Fogarty and you are the friends, and this is Fogarty and Friends, and I am just so grateful for all of you. If you would please just share this video, like, subscribe, come in the shop, make me an offer. I'll leave in the description a link for everything. If you like, Vinted or Poshmark or Macari or Facebook Market or eBay or Depop, I will leave you the links to my store and them all. They all have different shipping rates. They all have different, a lot of them just have free shipping. So, you do you, but I got what you need. Just come and check us out. Again, I love you guys so much. Thank you. Keep being amazing. Peace.